Okay guys, don't mind the barking dogs. I'm at a job here, replacing a couple lock sets for a customer. But I wanted to follow up about the conversation concerning relational efficiency in the church, because I think it's important to point to the problem, but also the solution. And I think many pastors would push back against that problem and say, well, what are we supposed to do? You know, are we supposed to hire more people? We need more congregants to pay for more pastors, right? Okay, like, good point. Here is the solution, guys, and here's why the church and leadership is not biblical, because being a church leader is not a paid position. Being a church leader is a spiritual gift, gifted by the Holy Spirit. I'm not saying a leader shouldn't be paid, but I'm saying church leaders exist to raise up other people, to be leaders, to raise up other people. So what's happening? You have church leaders who are paid. Are they going to raise up other people to do the same job they're doing who aren't paid? I think there is a little bit of a conflict of interest here. Church leaders are not raising up people to their level to pastor with them. I've seen church leaders refuse to raise people up, to empower people in the church to lead, to take charge, to actually mentor people individually. So if a church is going to have enough leaders to pastor congregates one-on-one, church leaders are going to have to take a much more focused interest in developing people. Look, calling out people or recognizing people who are gifted to lead, raising them up, spending time with them. Often church leaders are so desperate for help, they might tap someone on the shoulder, throw them into the deep end, and hope that they can lead a small group or something, but not actually spend time training, developing them, walking with them. Because honestly, church leaders are in such a dire state because they are managing so many people, more people than they can handle, that it's hard for them to fathom actually taking a breath, slowing down, and developing a handful of people for a year or two before they try to throw them into positions of leadership. There's a desperate situation, there's a desperation in churches today, both between leaders and congregates, because the state of the church, the organization of the church and its leadership is unbiblical and is not working. My advice, my encouragement to leaders in churches is to slow down, take a breath, pick 4, 5, 10 people in your congregation who show the capability, the potentiality of leadership. Start to develop them. You can continue to do church as usual for a while you develop these people, but that's your main focus. I believe the main focus of church leaders should be developing individuals one-on-one, intimately, in relationship, spending a lot of time raising those people up. And then instead of 1 or 2 church leaders trying to lead 100, 200, 500, 1,000 people, you have 10 who are raising up 10 more each and 10 more each. And this is the idea of discipleship and multiplicity. So there you go. I don't want to offer problems without solutions, but I am unable to back away from the fact that the church is not working. It is not ordered properly to do what Christ intended it to do. And we need to stop. We need to turn 180 degrees around and start to actually do the work that Christ has called us to, of raising up people, instead of just putting together programs and services that entertain but don't actually develop. Okay, guys, love you. Now I gotta get back to work.